Hello students, welcome to science class. Today we are going to start chapter 15, Air Around Us. Students, you all are familiar with air. Air is present everywhere around you. You know that all living things require air. Have you seen air? No, you cannot see air, but you can feel its presence in many ways. Air moves from one place to other place. You can feel the presence of air when the leaves of the trees move. Okay. Also the cloths hanging on a cloth line moves when air is moving. Okay students, when you switch on the fan, then pages of the books, newspapers, magazines starts moving. You can fly a kite in the sky because of the moving air. Students, in chapter 5 you have studied about the different methods of separation of substances. Winnowing is one of the method of separation of substances in which we separate the heavier components of mixture from the lighter components by the help of moving air. Okay, and you must have noticed that during storms the winds blows at very high speed. Okay, and this storm uprooted the trees and blew off the rooftops. Students, you must have played with firkis. You can see in figure 15.1. They are available in different sizes. Okay, this firkis rotates with moving air. Means it tells the direction in which the air is moving. Okay, and in activity 1, you have to make the firkis. You have to do this activity by yourself. Now it is the weathercock. What is the usage of weathercock? It also tells the direction in which air is blowing. Okay students, now let us move to the next topic. Is air present everywhere around us? Students, let us understand it with the help of activity 2. In this activity, take an empty open bottle. Now dip the open mouth of the bottle into the bucket filled with water according to the figure 15.4. Students, you will notice that water does not enter the bottle. Now in second case, you have to tilt the bottle. You will notice that the bubbles of the air come out and water is going inside the bottle. What happens here? Actually the bottle was not empty. It was filled with air. That's why when you push the bottle in an inverted position, no air could escape and no water could enter the bottle. But when you tilt the bottle, then air come out in the form of bubbles and water could enter the bottle. Okay. Water filled up the space that was earlier occupied by air. Okay students. So this activity shows that air occupies space. It fills all the space in the bottle. It is present everywhere around us. Air has no color and we can see through air. Means air is transparent. This is the physical property of air. Air is colorless and it is transparent. Okay, and air occupies all the provided space. Okay students. Students, our earth is surrounded by a thin layer of air and this layer extends up to many kilometers above the surface of earth and it is called atmosphere. As we move higher in the atmosphere, then air gets rarer. Means with increase in altitudes, the atmosphere gets thinner. Okay, and the supply of oxygen is reduced. Means it causes difficulty in breathing in hill station and mountaineers. That's why mountaineers carry oxygen cylinder with them while climbing the mountains. Okay students, you can see in figure 15.5. Now let us move to the next topic. What is air made up of? Until the 18th century, it was believed that air is one substance. Later on, various experiments concluded that it is a mixture of different gases. Students, air is made up of nearly 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.9% argon, 0.04% water vapor, 0.03% carbon dioxide and remaining 0.03% are other inert gases. So let us study the different composition of air. First, let us study about the water vapors. Students, air contains water vapors. How you can prove that water vapors is present in the atmosphere? You will observe that when this air comes in the contact with a cool surface, then it condenses and converts into water droplets. Okay, so it indicates the presence of water vapors in the air. Next component of the air is oxygen. Students, you know that oxygen is essential for the living organism. Okay, and oxygen is the supporter of combustion. Combustion means burning process. Okay, means combustion can occur only in the presence of oxygen. So let us understand it by the help of activity 3. Students, in this activity you have to take two candles like figure 15.6. Okay, and light both the candles. After that, leave first one candle uncovered and you have to cover the second one candle with glass tumbler. Students, then you will observe that this uncovered candle burned continuously because it is getting oxygen continuously. Okay, means there is a regular supply of oxygen to first one candle, so it will burn continuously. But second one candle, which is covered by the glass, it will went off after some times. Why? Because the candle used the oxygen present inside the glass for burning, but when all the oxygen was used up, then the flame went off. Okay, students, so this activity proved that oxygen is necessary for the burning of substances. So students, the component of air which supports burning is known as oxygen. Students, today's class is over. In next class, you will get the exercise of chapter. Thank you.